Hey guys, so first I'm gonna talk about consciousness and what it means to me. So basically, the premise of this blog is all things consciousness. So I thought I would kind of dive into a little bit about what that means. And again, as with anything I say, you can take it as you want, what resonates with you, what doesn't. But the short version is just being aware or awake. So, aware of your outside world and your inner world, such as your emotions, the stories that are going on in your head, where those are coming from. Um, do you believe them? Do you resonate with them? Your emotions? How are those playing out in your life? Can you control them, or are they controlling you, your ego? How that plays into your life? Kind of that. Are you always feeling like there's something missing? Are you always feeling like you're wanting more, but then when you get what you thought you wanted, it still hasn't filled that hole in your heart? It's never enough, kind of thing. That's kind of where the ego comes into play, which I'll discuss later on. Another thing is the outside world, kind of perceiving perhaps the world in a different way. So, when I first became woke, I guess, or woken, I woke up, I guess, I don't know. I just like looked around and I was just like, what? Like, what is going on, you know? Like, the world is kind of crazy. Um, everyone I just felt like was doing the same thing, and we were going to school, and then after school we were going to get these jobs, and I was kind of like, oh, I don't really resonate with that, like I don't really want to get an office job and work my life away, and for what? So then I can die and I can't take my stuff with me, I can't take my money with me. And to me, money was also just kind of this fake concept. I look at it more as energy now. So it's kind of just looking at, yeah, society, the way we do things, everything in just like a different light. And this was a hard realization for me at first, I felt kind of sad about how the way things were, and I was kind of like, oh, I don't really fit in, and what am I gonna do now? Kind of thing like that. So, yeah, it was like a long road, and it still is, it always is. Um, you know, yeah, I was just kind of like, well, what am I supposed to do? I'm not really that happy, you know, being a part of a place that's just so full of greed and like hate and everything. And so I got really into writing, which writing has always been, really one of my hobbies and stuff. And I got into reading more books, listening to podcasts about people that were experiencing the same thing. So that really helped me, I was kind of like, oh, light at the end of the tunnel, blah, blah, blah. Stuff like that. But yeah, now, at the end of it, or like the end of this part of my journey, I should say, like, I've just come to realize that there isn't necessarily good and bad. It's a big spectrum. Some things are good with bad in them, some things are bad with good in them, you can't have one or